Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2 on Path of the Damned. I want to chat with some of my group members now.
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
Have you suffered any recent nightmares? How are you feeling?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out.
Will we? Ought we? I just don't know.
Pinching the bridge of her nose with dirty fingers, Xoti sighs.
I trust you, Watcher. I swear I do. I worry sometimes about what's gonna happen to me. But, well, it's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me. Tell me what's on your mind. You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Sure. You're up to 1 again.
Tell me. I would not have guessed I would find myself back with the Watcher of Kajnua, much less at the order of a Kanta.
Her expression fluctuates between amusement and annoyance.
And to be clear, unless the Kanta had ordered me, I'd have nothing to do with you.
She punctuates her remark with a gesture from her right hand, brushing in your general direction and then down to the ground.
You only have to ask.
How do you like the Deadfire so far?
Where I am assigned is of no concern to me. But I do think the Deadfire can be profitable for the Republics. If the Dukes need me here, I am glad to serve them.
Can you tell me more about what happened after we defeated Theos?
After we parted ways, I returned to the Republics and reported to the Duke's bells. I failed to complete my mission and had no excuses. The Republics had lost a golden opportunity to trade with the Glanfathens, and the Dukes were furious.
Trade, they call it.
They exiled me from the Brotherhood, scoured the suns from my breastplate, put me on a ship to raid Ceres. Diverus, I was lucky to escape with my life. I worked as a guard. Caravans, ships, wealthy merchants. I did not discriminate. After my exile, both my purpose and my pride were gone.
People cannot take away your purpose. That's only what you can do yourself.
The years have taken me from the Eastern Reach to the Deadfire. Some would say it is fate that has brought us together again, Watcher. But you must already know what I think.
But you don't know what I think, Paladin. You're supposed to make your own fate. Stop just following orders, because I know just doing what others say without giving it much thought is probably the easier thing. But if it doesn't make you happy, how about you try to follow your own orders and just do what you think is right? And if you don't know, then try to contemplate and think about what could you like. Try things out. Actually, you could learn a lot from Tekeo.
It is just luck. Time will tell if it is good or ill.
How are you?
Good. I have no concerns, Watcher.
You are lying. What's your opinion on what's happening with Eothas?
Well, even if he has taken a special interest in you, I doubt he is any less mad than I predicted. And I doubt Bereth and the other gods will consider your debt to them fulfilled. Merla, all of it. But this is just the same as before, no? The gods are playing their games and leaving us to settle the wager. We need to find a way to turn the tables on them, you and I. Diverus.
What happened with you and Maneha?
Que?
You and Maneha you were together, weren't you?
Linnea was a good companion and a skilled warrior. But her imagination got the better of her. It appears to have gotten the better of you as well.
Wait, I
I'll
can
handle
take this
this.
stuff? Well, don't
Of
mind me
course.
then if I will. So for now this is the group. We will occasionally switch Maya around. But for now I'm fine with her being part. Hello?
Come, lay your head on my breast.
Tell me about
It's
yourself.
futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure. My troupe were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
It sounds a pleasant life.
The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin. I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up. Have you come to hear some verse? Farewell.
I'll take care of this.
Hello?
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha! Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time. Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How do you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
Fair enough.
Oh, you don't...
Indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Ha! Not meant for delicate work. Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in a Maua and death godlike.
You seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could. The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
What's life without a little excitement?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
You could come with me.
Where to?
You know, that 700-foot tall statue made of water, I'm going after it.
No kidding. I like to see something like that for myself. Do you think I could come with you? Just
Grab
for a
your
bit.
things then and let's go.
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
Yep, got another one. Oh wait, that's the first one of these I got. Nothing in his room. Such a fine decorated room, and isn't that a little chest on his table? Now whatever then. Now we have a quest. We need to talk with someone down here. Wait, you can get out here. Let's see where that leads us. Because now we're questing, finally! Ugh. Getting some Nekataka stuff done. Getting our next ship, or at least preparing for it, because we do not have the money right now. But we should be able to do some quests and then get the money. Maybe sell some stuff. Holy shit, does it take long to load again? Sometimes I really don't understand why it takes so long to load, when it's just loading a place that it should already have loaded once. Is my computer just slow? It's just too much going on at the same time? Or is the game just not programmed well enough? Oh, we're just up here. District home. Let's walk a bit around, but we'll go back in afterwards. Let's see what is in here.
I'll get that for you. I'll get that for you. Can't take all the credit.
Yeah, sure. That's all? It's actually a nice home. It's small, yeah, but it's still kind of nice. The window there. The moon shine inside. Kind of pretty. To be honest, I would kind of like to live in the Deadfire.
Ishi's crap is harder to get out of leather than tar. This is the second time he's gotten my boots.
It's a phase. He's just trying to cozy up to you, Firefly.
Well, I was sneaking him some extra seeds. Can you make him target who he poops on? 'Cause I got someone in mind.
This sounds like a story. Tell me everything.
Will you let me in on that story? Well, this one is stealing, the other one is stealing. Always be careful about
I
where
don't have a voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Okay. So let's see. First, let's see. Are our characters focused on what they need to do? No. So it is. You're the athletics one. And the intimidation. Well, I'm good at intimidation too. Diplomacy.
Now, what can I do for you? You see anything you like?
Okay. Some people here. Fallen from your Glanfab. I like that. The rest is fine. Okay, wow, it's expensive. If we want the ship, then we cannot afford that yet. fine, we gotta wait with the retraining.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
I'll bet you say that to all of your clients.
Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Sylvanas, captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for... 1,000 times I practice my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
Just tell me what you want.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them. No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job. Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then. I will start you on Meriel, the mad Necromancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
Sure. Captain Radora, hello.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amico. Madico, it is no wonder I thirst. Ado, sere palegina.
Captain?
An unexpected honor, to be sure.
You don't seem to be having as much fun as the rest of the clientele.
The fun ran dry with the coin. When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
Samar sent me to collect your debt.
Merla, and he hired muscle.
Are you so drunk you think a brother of the Consualias would hire herself out as a thug?
Sir, many of us have tumbled very far indeed from lofty heights. I pass no judgment. Chanter, but you are too late to collect. A gang in the northern alley stole every coin. I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wizard lights drew me like a moth to the alley north of the wild mare. And the blow to the back of the head that followed, Merla, it hurt. Then a wolf sat on my chest while a group of thugs went through my pockets.
I think that head wound rattled something loose.
Believe it, Anika. I stumbled back here and traded all I had left for the comforts of the mare.
You can find less costly comforts in Pariki's Overlook, madam.
But to walk halfway up the mountain for them?
Yeah, sounds like Miss Squirrel is with his gang. Farewell.
When you got their leader, tell them Radora sent you.
Maybe not.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
Hey,
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dressed as funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
no, can't say I have.
Just crushing void, I thought as much. Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
I'd rather eat my boots. %, but I'll be the one doing all the work.
Fine. Andra's great sagging tits, fine. You can have 40% and rights to whatever baubles Oswald has on him.
I don't strap my adventuring boots for less than half, lady.
How about this? I give you 60% and we never discuss this again.
Who owes you money?
The drunk old goat I was pestering you about, Oswald. Like the credulous fool I am, I gave him a loan and he ran off before paying me back.
Deal.
Haggling for the fun of it, not keeping you busy enough? The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
Sure thing.
Find me after you've talked to her. I'll be here. With my beer.
Sure. Upstairs again. Ooh, I like what they wear there.
Have you come to hear some verse?
Khan's looking for someone named Oswald. Sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave.
Oh, that. It's clear you care quite a bit for him. Let me help. Choosing a knuckle bro.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran. He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him? Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Is that one?
I'll handle this.
Okay. Downstairs again. Hey,
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet?
who are you? What's your history with Oswald?
The man's a family friend. Has been for... must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf, eh?
Yeah. Okay. Why does he owe you? What did he take the loan for?
It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous adra, create a device that would add years to one's life. Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
This journal.
Oh, Oswald, you've really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? You damned old fool. Where could they have taken him?
Must have sailed through half the Deadfire to get to Nekataka. Anything catch your eye?
Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay bent over the bulwark giving Andra a taste of my innards. I hate boats. Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick. When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked.
Weird temple? Sign me up.
Go take a look then and let me know what you find. With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
Okay. Let's get out again. And let's get going for the other one. For that gang. Where do I get to go for that? Was it this one? No, that's the Oswald one. Is it from the wreckage? Oh yeah, I need to report to them. Tasks. Are the shipwrights plight? Find the pirate gang that mugged northern allies of Queensbirth. We are at Queensbirth. So let's do that. They have a cheaper ship. Hello.
I only deal with serious clients. Now, Shu.
I'm a serious
A
client.
serious brute. I can see this from here. Madiko. That it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare. When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties? I could take some off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets? I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential.
Nameless. Yeah, there is a seed of talent, and it's in my side, not yours.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships. Gelarde! Biakara...
Sure. If I remember correct.
I'll take care of this.
It was this guy.
Please, I must ask a favor. What say? Do you have business with the Valiant Trading Company?
What seems to be the problem?
My people of the Dwape. We signed a contract with the company. We were not understanding the terms at the time.
Too many big words for you, friend? Next time, hire an advocate.
I wish to, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away.
Tell me about this
My
contract.
father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Audra. He did not understand the Valian way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves. Daughter of Amira, you are knowing of these things?
I am not a daughter of Amira, and yes, I know of them. I cannot know the details of the contract without seeing it myself, but it sounds quite ordinary for the company.
A cruel practice, I say. And they call us savages.
Ngati's chosen speaks the wisdom of his mother. Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin.
I'm guessing the company didn't like someone challenging their unfair deal.
Akira. When the Valiant clerk learned I was from the Dwape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people.
Why did they kick you out of their office?
I showed Luca a new contract, yes? Fairer, more agreeable terms. Luca called me a criminal and summoned his guards.
What? did you mean by new contract?
A man in the gullet offered to assist me. He carried papers, ink, and wax. He helped to write a new contract in the Valian way and to fix the correct seals. Luca, I say he did not like this. He took my contract and forced me into the streets.
I'm pretty sure you were given a forgery.
I do not know this word. I would fix, but Luca will not give me the chance. Negotiating with outsiders has not gone my way.
Mind if I take a look at the new contract?
Luca has it secured in a chest. Tangaloa's jaws such trouble for parchment, I say.
I'll look
Here,
into
my
it, but no
thanks.
promises.
The company may see you as a spy. Take care that your ore doesn't cut the waves too sharply.
You're right, because I'm from Rawatai. I'm from Rawatai, I should keep Maya with me. We're from the same place. Kinda forgot about that. So yeah, it's Maya, not Skeleton. Okay, man.
Well met, stranger. Akira, but isn't this district a fine place? I am not one meant to venture far from the gullet. Until recently, I had a respectable job at the Luminous Bathhouse.
Akira, a most respectable establishment, I say.
Now that I am unemployed, I seek to make myself useful before the money runs out, and I must return to the Roparu as a pauper.
How did you lose your job at the bathhouse?
More happens at the bathhouse than cleanliness and ease. It is a place of meetings, business, and transactions, to all of which the attendants are either blind or deaf. One day, I overheard more than I ought to have. In my erring, I gasped. To my great shame, I showed a most unprofessional reaction before clients. I was fired, and rightly so.
What did you hear in the bathhouse?
The Queen granted this area of the city to the Valian.
It is a fair characterization.
In her welcoming embrace, the Queen allowed a similar concession to the Royal Deadfire Company. You would do well to see as much of Nekataka while you are here, I am thinking.
Awfully kind of her to parcel out the city like that.
Good for the Luminous
A
bathhouse?
wonderful place, in spite of my time.
Okay, fine. I was hoping she gives me something. I guess she does not. Map Emporium. Let's get to that doing. We will not really have combat in this episode. Ooh, but we can sell stuff to the Map Emporium guy.
There is something over there.
Here's a cute dog named Caleb.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face. How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself. But I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Nice dog.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he? He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
You said you were writing a book?
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense, I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
Put some nice pictures in that book and you've got your explorer right here.
Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters.
Sure.
Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Amika. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island? I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Mage. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Okay, sure. But he also has stuff to say.
Welcome back. Well, how might I assist you? Certainly, certainly. It would be my...
Adventurous Grimoire. No. Snakeskin Grimoire. All the corrosive stuff. Spyglass. Spyglass I know is good. Well, we should have some stuff here to sell. Okay, let's sell the books, the basic clothing, and all the weaponry that is nothing special. Stuff that is just fine has no interest. Oh, they changed it. It's now immediately the maximum amount, not 1. That's good. Great update, actually. Alright, and there is the arcane arbalest that I could buy someday. So this is 10,000. Let's go with a spyglass if we have more money left later. So let's see where this gang is and then call it an end. Northern parts, they said, so probably in here.
Behold, Aethys is risen again. He is glorious in form and purpose.
Huh? Some people here?
That's close enough.
Her cheeks are shallow and she licks the edges of her dried lips. Even if she had eaten this week, you doubt she'd be in fighting shape. Draw your weapon if that's what you want, kid. She backs away a step, her eyes widen to the size of bronze oaks.
Come, Blanca, I yield. Let's not do anything hasty, Ak?
What's a kid like you doing on the streets of Nekataka?
Nasenale. I've never had a roof over my head longer than an evening. I guess cutting me loose was cheaper on my parents than a passage back to the Republics, or a few bites of bitter squash.
You know anything about the local pirates, halflings?
Ak, if they are the same ones who robbed Radora blind. The boss and his wolf sleep their fun off by day. But by night, he and his botzo friends keep to the alley giving out bruises for coin.
Thank you.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper. Lots to say.
Oh. Helmet. 2 intellect. And 1 religion. Shout of hosts. Okay, cool. Raging Storm. It's actually a good helmet. Horns of the Bleak Mother. Perception, resistance, accuracy against... Nah, it's okay. Gate Crashers. Might, chance to perform knockdown. Reeling Blow. Okay. Yeah, I've got some decent stuff in here, huh? No. Okay, I get the feeling that we had an update on this. Vadane makes trouble in the alleys by night. Oh, we do not have night anymore? Yeah. Guess we're too late for that. Okay, fine. We'll call it a day for here, because the episode is getting long. I really need to pee, and I have some things coming up, so see you next time, when we will hopefully go and smash those gangs and see if that gets us finally to the ship we're talking since episode 2. See you next time.